Bonjour à tous, welcome back to Lingoni French. My name is Alicia and the topic of the day will be negation. I would like to start with a reminder about very basic negation in present simple and then give you some more information and tell you how to use it with some different kind of negation and also in passé composé in present perfect. So let's start with la base. How do we form the negation in French? You would put your subject. Je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il ou elle. Then you would put the first part of the negation, ne or n apostrophe, followed by the verb conjugated in present simple. And then the second part of the negation is pas, pronounced pas. You do not pronounce the final S. Je n'aime pas le chocolat. Je is your subject. N apostrophe is the first part of the negation. M is your verb in present simple. And pas is the second part of the negation. And then le complément. In that case, le chocolat. Je n'aime pas le chocolat. Il ne comprend pas ton opinion. Elle ne voit pas la différence. Please note that in that sentence, out of context, you wouldn't know if I'm talking in singular or in plural. Elle ne voit pas could be singular just as much as it could be plural form. Now, let's have a look at this example. Je ne mange pas de chocolat parce que je suis allergique. But if I say je ne mange plus de chocolat depuis que j'ai commencé mon régime. In that case, what I'm saying is I no longer eat chocolate. I don't eat chocolate anymore, any longer. Je ne mange plus, and instead of pas, you put plus. You would never add up the negation. You wouldn't say je ne mange pas plus. This doesn't exist in French. You remove the pas, and then you give a different meaning to your sentence using plus. Je ne mange plus de chocolat. And in that case, also note that you do not pronounce the final S at plus. This is a common question. How come I don't say je ne mange plus? No. This is a very interesting topic that deserves a full lesson. When do I say plus and when do I say plus? And do they mean something different? They do. In a positive, in an affirmative sentence, if I say je mange plus de chocolat, it means I eat more chocolate. And you do pronounce the final S. However, in a negative sentence, you would say je ne mange plus with, very important, a mute S. So that was the first one. Je ne mange plus, no longer, not anymore. Okay, and you forget the double negation. It's very important. Right. More. So yeah, I also put another example such as il n'aime plus ce type de musique. Fair enough. Another one. Enlève tes écouteurs. Tu n'entends rien. Enlève tes écouteurs. Tu n'entends rien. So in that case, I'm saying you can't hear anything. Rien means nothing. Same as before. Avoid double negation. Tu n'entends pas rien doesn't work. Tu n'entends rien. Mets tes lunettes. Tu ne vois rien. Mets tes lunettes. Tu ne vois rien. You can't see anything. Put your glasses on. So ne pas, ne plus, ne rien. How do they work in a past form? You would have to think where to put the negation now. So I said before, je ne comprends pas, or je ne comprends plus, or je ne comprends rien. In present perfect, passé composé, I would have to say je n'ai pas or plus, or rien compris. Shall I remind you that the passé composé in French is formed with your sujet, and then the auxiliary, and then the past participle. So when you want this sentence in negative form, you would have to put your subject, the first part of the negation, the auxiliary, the second part of your negation, and at the very end of your sentence comes the past participle. Je ne comprends pas becomes je n'ai pas compris. And the past participle is at the very end of your sentence. Right? It's very important because you will see in a second that it's not working this way with all the type of negation. Of course, that would be too easy. But in that case, yes. Maybe I can give you some more example. So first, with plus, I wrote elle n'a plus de batterie sur son téléphone. But if I want a sentence in passé composé, I would say elle n'a plus voyagé en France depuis qu'elle a commencé son nouveau travail. Elle n'a plus voyagé. Ok. Personne. Je ne vois personne dans le jardin. Je ne vois personne dans le jardin. Common mistake. Je ne vois pas personne. No, you can't say that. Forget the pas. Je ne vois personne. Can't see anyone in the garden. Où sont-ils? Tu n'entends personne dans la salle de conférence parce qu'ils sont tous partis. Tu n'entends personne dans la salle de conférence parce qu'ils sont tous partis. Okay, this one is very interesting. Why? Because it works in a different way in passé composé. If I transform these sentences that I've just given you in passé composé, then we don't follow the logic I gave you before. Sorry about that. So for example, je ne vois personne dans le jardin would become in passé composé. Je n'ai vu, the whole passé composé stays together, auxiliary and past participle, they stay together. Je n'ai vu and then personne. Je n'ai vu personne dans le jardin. In that case, yes. Or, tu n'as entendu, all together, tu n'as entendu personne dans la salle de conférence. Okay, you will remember that this one works a little bit different in passé composé. Yeah, would have been nice to give you this one a bit before, but jamais also. Like, elles ne sont jamais d'accord. Elles ne sont jamais d'accord. But this one works as the one before. So sorry for not putting them together. I might be confusing you here. But in passé composé, I would say tu n'es jamais allé à Londres. Tu devrais. Again. Tu n'es jamais allé à Londres. Tu devrais. So in that case, it works like I said before. Tu n'es, then the second part of the negation, and at the very end, the past participle. Tu n'es jamais allé à Londres, tu devrais. Okay? So just to make it a bit more, let's say, clear, ne pas, ne plus, ne rien, and ne jamais work exactly the same way in passé composé. However, we said that personne was a little bit different because it wouldn't separate your passé composé. It would come at the end of the sentence. And we have another one that's working this way, and it's aucun. Aucun. Example. Je n'ai aucun livre en allemand dans ma bibliothèque. Je n'ai aucun livre en allemand dans ma bibliothèque. Or, elle n'a aucune personnalité. That's an important point. Aucun, mark the pronunciation. when what follows is a masculine word. However, if it's feminine, I would have to say aucune. Aucun livre, aucune personnalité. Very important point. Vous n'avez aucun droit de lui parler sur ce ton. Vous n'avez aucun droit de lui parler sur ce ton. How does it work in passé composé? A little bit like its friend person. You would say something like je n'ai eu aucune information sur ce cas. Je n'ai eu, your whole passé composé stays together, and then you say aucune information. Aucune goes with the word that is qualifying. Je n'ai eu aucune information sur ce sujet, sur ce cas, sur cette affaire. Or, il n'a eu aucun problème pour trouver le chemin. So the summary of all that would be, first, that now you know a lot of vocab to express a negation, much more than just ne pas. You can also use ne plus, ne rien, ne jamais. And you know how they work in passé composé. You also know that there is a different way of functioning for personne and aucun, aucune. Alright guys, that's all for today. I hope that this lesson was useful. As always, if you'd like some extra practice, remember to check lingoni.com, where you'll find a lot of additional exclusive videos, PDF worksheets, podcasts, and interactive exercises. You will be able to improve your reading, writing, listening, and even practice pronunciation. I see you very soon for a new lesson. Merci beaucoup et à bientôt. Au revoir.